15 Things You Should Avoid in North Korea. North Korea is a mythical country, meaning that, due to the lack of information, a lot of myths have been created about it. However, some of them eventually turned out to be true. Known to be the world's most secretive state, North Korea has some terrible laws. Terrible would be an understatement, as it takes away the basic rights of its people, and forces some bizarre totalitarian rules on them. Here are 15 things that'll get you in trouble in the state-run country. Number 1. It is forbidden to wear blue jeans. If you can afford jeans, you can wear them. But the denim should be black because blue jeans are prohibited. In North Korea, they embody world imperialism. However, if you are a tourist, nobody will say a word to you, but you'll have to change when visiting the Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il Memorial. Number 2. Foreigners can't use local currency. Tourists are not allowed to use the local national currency of North Korean wons. In local shops for foreigners, one can pay with euros, yuans, South Korean wons, and even US dollars. It is prohibited to buy anything from the shops for local Koreans. Moreover, foreigners are prohibited even to enter such shops. Number 3. Owning a Bible is illegal in North Korea. North Korea claims to offer religious freedom, but a Christian woman accused of distributing the Bible was publicly executed for the crime. While some countries kill and die recklessly for the religion, there is North Korea who bans anyone, and everyone from practicing a religion, or believing in God. North Korea has freedom of religious belief, but has tortured thousands for doing so. Number 4. No Coca-Cola in the shops. North Korea has never been a fan of big brands, especially U.S. brands, playing in its economic sandbox. Before 2015, there were only 2 countries in the world where Coca-Cola was banned, Cuba and North Korea. When this beverage was eventually allowed to be sold on the island of Freedom, North Korea was the only country left that didn't have Coca-Cola in its shops. For ideological reasons, of course. Number 5. Foreigners are not allowed to take photos, or even talk to local people. Despite popular opinion, a local citizen will not be jailed or executed for a conversation with a foreigner. However, the delinquent will have a serious talk with special service representatives. If you try to talk to someone, or take a photo of them, they will probably run away from you. It is actually forbidden to take photos of anything around you. A guide who accompanies all foreigners will stop you. Especially when it comes to military objects, which is almost everything there, and backstage Korean life. Number 6. There is no McDonald's in North Korea. It is obvious that there are no fast food chains in North Korea. So McDonald's, effectively, is banned and can't do business there. However, street kiosks with traditional Korean food become more and more popular there. Everyone's favorite is kimchi, a tasty and very spicy cabbage. Number 7. North Korea only has 3 TV channels. North Koreans have only 3 channels and have to sit through them because they have no choice. 2 of these channels are only available on weekends, while the other is broadcast in the evenings. Because of this, South Korean soap operas are among the most popular items smuggled in. Everything that goes on the channel is controlled by the government. North Korean people are also not allowed to listen to Western music. So no Taylor Swift for these guys, unless she's singing about how great Kim Jong-un is. Number 8. There is no access to the World Wide Web or Wi-Fi. North Korea doesn't have the World Wide Web, rather a portal to state-run propaganda. Though it is not quite the internet, more of an intranet called Kwangmyong. All the international websites are banned, and if you are not a high ranker, you will never be allowed to visit them. The local operating system Red Star in its latest version reminds one of Mac OS X. They say it was done due to Kim Jong-un's fondness for Apple products. As for Wi-Fi, it simply doesn't exist. Mobile devices don't even have access to Kwangmyong. Chinese tablets produced for North Korea don't have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth modules. They are just not needed. Number 9, you can't call abroad with a local SIM card. Cell phones are not really rare in North Korea anymore. However, local citizens are not allowed to make calls abroad, or even to a foreigner who is in North Korea. All local SIM cards allow calls only inside the country. Number 10, you will never get a creative haircut in North Korea. If you need a haircut, make sure you select one of 28 government-approved hairstyles. Yes, you heard that right. The North Korean government has 28 official hairstyles approved, and all men and women in the country have to follow the same hairstyles as other hairstyles are banned. Spiked hair is exclusively banned because the government thinks it's rebellious. The law was brought in by the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in 2013, where he did not include his own hairstyle because he wanted to keep it unique. Number 11, never bring drones in North Korea. It is not possible for a tourist to bring a drone into North Korea without written approval from the DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. This approval is not possible to receive for a typical tourist. If you've been traveling with a drone, your YPT guide can arrange for you to leave it behind in China, at various storage lockers found at Dandong Railway Station, Beijing Railway Station, or at Beijing International Airport. Number 12, don't criticize the country or its leaders. Avoid criticizing the country, the leaders, or the citizens. Questioning the government, or saying any negative remark about the ruling family will be interpreted as a sign of disrespect. Worse, any jokes or insults about North Korean leadership may have you charged with treason. Visitors will be expected to show the same reverence as the locals, which means that you shouldn't take selfies, doing the peace sign in front of any monument, or fold a newspaper with the face of Kim Jong-un on it. Number 13, don't travel with your family. While this precautionary measure might sound ominous, it's better to be safe than sorry. For reasons you can probably guess, an infamous law called the Three Generations Rule was established in 1972 by Kim Il-sung. It mandates that any serious crime will punish not only the perpetrator, but 3 generations of their family as well. This is meant to dissuade possible defectors from acting out against the government, lest they put the members of their immediate family at risk. Number 14, don't expect independent travel. Any visit to North Korea requires that you join a government-sanctioned tour, where you will be accompanied by a guide at all times. These tours are heavily monitored, and you will not be permitted to wander off and explore sites on your own. All of your interactions with civilians, if any, will always be shadowed by your guide. Highlights of a guided tour will take you to the northern side of the demilitarized zone, DMZ, as well as state-approved locations, such as the Tower of Yuche and Kim Il-sung Square. Bowing is mandatory when you are in front of the statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. Otherwise, you risk offending your guides. Number 15, you can't take a hot shower in North Korea. There is no hot water supply in North Korean houses, thus no showers. Koreans usually visit baths. There is also no central heating. To warm the house, they use furnaces that work with wood. Even in Pyongyang. Some might object by saying that other Asian countries don't have central heating either. However, in other countries, they can use electric heaters. In North Korea, they have problems with electricity even in the capital. We hope this video has shed some light on what goes on in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK. Due to the tight control over information in this socialist state, there is still much that we don't know, and have to be cautious about. Even travelers who are used to following rules to the letter should still think twice about a visit to North Korea, where every movement is viewed with suspicion. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.